What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be discussing, in my opinion, a very interesting topic of discussion. We had a fantastic West Coast trip and we beat some very formidable teams. Teams like the Kings, teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, teams like the Denver Nuggets. Very good, well-respected teams. We even put Utah in there as well. Sure, why not? The point is, we beat a lot of teams. And with that being said, there is a serious conversation about whether or not the Bulls are good again. And if so, can that potentially backfire on the Bulls long term? Now, we've had this discussion before, but I feel like ever since we haven't had basketball for a while, the last game we had was against the Nuggets. We play against the Lakers tomorrow. It's about 3 or 4 days without Bulls basketball, right? And a lot of people have started to bring up that question again now that there is not much to talk about. And I feel like it's an interesting time to talk about it because where the Bulls are headed right now, we could be seriously talking about a playoff push. And that is an incredible sight to behold considering at the beginning of the season, many of us wanted to lose. Do I still feel that way? Is it going to backfire against us? Is it worth backfiring? That's a genuine argument as well. So with that being said, let's get started. Let's talk about it in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about these Chicago Bulls. Do you see us being good now with this current team backfiring for the draft, backfiring for our future? Or do you see the Chicago Bulls, I guess, having the best of both worlds, being good this season, finding the talent that they need in the draft next season, maybe making a couple of young signings and becoming even better next season? Can that be an outcome as well? But I do understand. It's all about trying to understand what other people are trying to say. The article that I saw personally was why will the Chicago Bulls being good may backfire? And I've seen videos across the YouTube as well discussing this. Look, I understand that the better we are, the less chances we are going to get at a high draft pick. I am completely aware of that. Potentially even putting ourselves out of the lottery. I completely understand that, right? And of course, in that way, it is quite worrying. Because let's just say this season for the Bulls with the youngsters is a one-hit wonder and they can't live up to the same expectations next year. This is going to absolutely suck for the Bulls to be good this year. It will be. But you have to just have that belief that the Bulls can be good next season, can bring that same level of play, same level of momentum, and same level of belief. If they can do that, then be good for multiple seasons, I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. But yes, the draft is a big factor in this. Next season's draft is going to be a strong draft. For some, it might be the strongest in recent history. It is a very good draft to be a part of. And of course, as a team that's young as the Bulls, wants to build a future that can be stable, finding that cornerstone piece, you want to be in a position to pick well and to pick high. And the Bulls, right now, the more that we win, the less chances that happens. So I'm aware of the NBA draft, and I'm aware that decisions that we may make in the future can also come back to bite us. And we've already seen that firsthand with the Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic team. It did come back to bite us in the end. Even though we all liked the decisions at the time, it came back to bite us. Is this another one of those situations? Here's what I have to say. This Bulls team is obviously not the same as the Bulls team we were cheering for at the beginning of the season. There is no Zach LaVine anymore. There is no DeMar DeRozan. There is no Alex Caruso. There is, the team is very different. We still have Nikola Vucevic. That's fine. I mean, we might end up keeping him around next season. Who knows? But ultimately, this team is a team to be proud of, in my opinion. It's a team to want to believe in. When you're seeing your best players, Kobe White, youngster, Josh Giddey, youngster, Matas Buzelis, you could truly believe he's the future of this team. Even guys like Patrick Williams off the bench, Dalen Terry, Julian Phillips. These guys are youngsters, and they should have every right as a team, as players, to want to be good and to want to win. I heard a quote recently from Matas Buzelis saying he wants to be the best player ever. That's a ridiculous statement to make, but that is the belief, and he has every right to want to believe in that. How else do you get good if you're not trying to win games, and if you don't win games? That's the thing. This team might be young, but it's winning games. It's winning games against really good opposition. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're a championship contender. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to make the second, third round, maybe make the NBA Finals. We're not that team, and I completely understand that. But a team has to start somewhere. And ultimately, we made big decisions, big trades that we thought would definitely ruin our season, and it didn't. That is something to be happy about, in my opinion. That is something to believe in. The fact that these young players, with the injuries that we have, by the way, picked up the slack, picked up the broken pieces, and fixed it. And in the end, looking as strong as I've seen them since that first season with Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan with Vucevic. That is honestly something to be happy about. But of course, we can look back. Yes, it may backfire on us. Like I said, if we're not good next season, then we wasted a chance to draft high. And that is obviously a big problem. But I would actually say it's more the decision making that's going to hurt us than the NBA draft. Look, we've had the top 4 pick before, right? I mean, let's be honest. As much as many people want to keep Patrick Williams around, maybe some people don't. Maybe some people like Patrick Williams. Maybe some people don't. We screwed up that 4th overall pick, considering the talent we could have picked afterwards. The loads of them that have gone on to be very big and successful players. We missed out in that draft. So just getting a high draft is not enough. The Bulls have proven that they can make mistakes even when things go our way. And free agency is another conversation. What if the Bulls screw it up in free agency? That's a topic of discussion. What if we don't re-sign Josh Giddey? What if we go and do a stupid trade to bring veterans into this team when it's not needed at the moment? What if we do something silly like that? To me, the NBA draft, it is, at the end of the day, it's a lottery. You may win, you may lose. You pick high, chances are you're going to succeed. You pick low, chances are you're going to flunk out. You're going to get someone that's not going to change your franchise dramatically. I'm aware of that. You could also get very lucky and pick someone very low in the draft, maybe out of the lottery per se, and they can go on to be the next superstar in this league. You might be able to get lucky in that way, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to get lucky in that way. So yes, it will hurt us in the draft. If the Bulls can find a way to make smart decisions, though, I think we can still work our way around it. There's always hidden gems in the draft. The Bulls need to find it. That's the thing. It's going to be tough. It may not be what everybody likes at the time, but the Bulls have to find that hidden gem. And I'm more worried about their decision-making than the draft number itself. That's the first thing. Free agency, the Bulls need to find smart deals to make. Needs to find ways to re-sign Josh Giddey or extend Kobe White or do whatever we need to do and do it in a costly manner. Can that be done? Is it possible? Or are they going to be held to ransom by these players? What is the decision that they're going to make if that's the case? I'm more worried about that than where we finish this season, whether we make the playoffs or whether we flunk out, we lose in the play-in tournament. I am more worried about the Bulls' decision-making, the front office decision-making, than the Bulls flunking or coming back to bite us. Because it's very clear, no matter where we are, big team, small team, good team, bad team, if the Bulls front office don't make the right decision, it will always come back to bite us. They made the right decision trading Zach LaVine. I think it's clear as day now. What's the next right decision? I'll leave that up to you. But at least we get our own pick this year. Something we didn't even have 2 months ago. So, I don't know. Positive there, I guess. But yes, the answer, to sum it up in a long video, it can come back to bite us. Maybe it will come back to bite us. But I think the decision making for the Bulls will come back to bite us more. So if they don't make the right choices, that's when you're in for some trouble. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.